Hi, Cancer. This is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So, Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you 3 cards from the Denise Linn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So, let us get started on your reading. Don't forget to look at your moon, sun, and rising sign. Also, if you want to join me on my live readings on Wednesday, I'd be glad if you do to support the channel. You can get a free little mini reading from me. So you're welcome to join. Just look at the link in the community page. All right, so let's get started on your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. This is for Cancer. 3 cards. Cancer. Oh, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. 2 more. Wow. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Let me put this over here. Get this one that's on the ground. Okay. So you have, nice. Okay. So you start off overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything, definitely. So Cancer, if you're thinking that you can't overcome anything, you will, and you have, and you can. Okay, so that's very nice. Love that. You also have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So definitely, if you feel like nothing's working out for you, just know that there is definitely a breakthrough coming through. Obstacles are dissolving. So wow, this is very nice, you guys. Very nice. You also have the great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. So I always believe that you need to take a chance on things, be more flexible, stuff like that. So really look at that, okay? Really try something new, okay? It says take a risk, so why not, right? Try something totally different. You may never know. You may like it. You may enjoy it. So, all right, Cancer. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All right, here we go. 1 for the current. This is for me. For Cancer, I'm sorry. For your highest good. I don't know why I said that. 7 of Wands. Wow. Okay. I feel like you're definitely feel like you need to defend yourself or stand your ground about something. Something about being defensive also. We'll see more. 1 for the situation when we see the other cards. Yeah, the Devil card. Wow. So for the situation, I feel like there could be some kind of pattern that you continuously keep going back to, or some kind of habit. You could also be feeling stuck or feeling like you just can't do anything. Like, not that you can't do anything, but like, how you feel stuck sometimes and you're like, I can't go this way because I don't have this. And I can't go this way because I can't do this. Something like that is here. We'll see when we get the other cards going, okay? 1 for the pastor now. 9 of Cups. Wow. Really see your achievements. Really see the progress that you have made. Really have gratitude for everything. Big and small, you guys. Big and small, okay? 1 for what's hidden. The Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay. I feel like you're definitely moving forward, but I feel like you need to really take your time with things. We're going to see what the other cards say. 1 for the hopes and fears. 9 of Pentacles. Wow, nice. I feel like you are you're very dependent. You're very independent yourself. I feel like you know how to make things happen, when you want to. You're a resourcer, you know how to do this. I feel like you need to really look at your achievements and really put your energy into something that is going to make you happy. 1 for what you need to work on. The 6 of Swords. Wow. I feel like you're leaving something, or you're needing to leave something. Like you need to see your worth, your value about something. Something you need to work on. The Hangman. Find your patience, I feel like you really need to look at things differently. Don't just be one-sided, but look at everything differently, okay? I feel like you could also be waiting on something. 1 for the outcome. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. With the Queen of Pentacles, you really need to take care of yourself more better. nurture yourself. You're a multitasker, yes. You know how to make things happen. You're also a resourcer. You know how to create the abundance that you need. To create. But I feel like at times that you need to really take your time with everything. Especially what you're trying to create. Like really take your time with it. Try not to rush on at it or anything like that. For the for wow, for the end of the tarot deck, you did get the High Priestess. Really look at your intuition. Really trust your intuition. You have a knowing inside you that you know. Okay, like it's like a knowing. I feel like there's potential, unlimited potential here. I feel like if you trust your intuition, you could see more and do things more if you would to trust it. I feel like with the Four of Cups that there are times that you feel very disconnected. There are times like you've been let down before, so sometimes you're just like looking at the bad and not the good. Wow. And with the Lovers card, I feel like you really need to trust the process on things, making a decision. I feel like somebody close to you could be helping you make a decision about something, or you could be taking their advice, something like that. I do feel like also too for some of you guys, I feel like you're wanting that love, that person, to be close to. But I'm also getting also with this particular card that you need to put yourself out there. Okay. So remember, they're not going to fall out of the sky, you guys. Really put yourself out there, okay? Wow, very nice, very nice. All right, so let's do this. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Why is the Seven of Wands here for Cancer? All right, so you start off with the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is definitely talking about, maybe you're trying to help others, or maybe you need to stand your ground. You need to leave something to make you happy. Like try to leave whatever's not making you happy to go to something that's going to make you happy. I feel at times too that you need to prove yourself a lot. Like sometimes there's times that you definitely try to prove yourself. Like I know I could do this, I could do that, and like you want that. You want people to watch you, to recognize like everything that you're doing. I do feel with the Empress card here also that you really need to put your creativity or your passions into play. Like you really need to start doing something that's going to make you happy. I feel like you need to also be grateful for everything that's going on around you, like the abundance that you have that we don't really recognize. I feel like you need to have gratitude, more gratitude for everything. I feel like there's going to be a lot of ideas. I feel like there's going to be some kind of pregnancy around you, or you could be pregnant. But definitely, nurture yourself, okay? Really take care of yourself. You need to start focusing also with this King of Swords that is here. The King of Swords, when he shows up, it's talking about being bold, being focused, standing in your power, not letting anybody take you down or bring you down, because you have the Seven of Wands here, and it's like saying, hey, stand your ground, stand up for yourself, don't let anybody tell you anything, bring you down, like I said, but, really speak your mind, but be careful on how you're speaking your mind. Like, try not to be rude or harsh with your communication. Okay. So really be careful on that, but start to focus. I feel like you're not really focusing as you should be. You're in your mind a lot. You do have the Devil card here, and why is the Devil for the situation? One more card. Wow, okay. So you do have the Lovers card here. You have the Devil card. You start off with the Devil card, and the Devil card is talking about, really maybe feeling stuck. Maybe there could be some kind of repeated patterns here. You're tempted, maybe you need to just leave your self-doubt behind, feeling like, you're not going to ever do this, or you're not ever going to find anybody, or you're not ever going to, I'm never going to be married, or I'm never going to find somebody to care about me, stuff like that. And I feel like you really need to leave that behind. I feel like you need to trust the process on things with the Lovers card here, and I do feel like there is a decision here, but I feel like you need to have better communication. It's here and it keeps coming up. I don't know why, but really watch your P's and Q's on things. You know, try not to be harsh. I do feel like somebody could be coming into because I feel like there's some kind of attraction here that you have. Um, and I do also feel like there is a new path coming through here. Um, Definitely a decision also. And then you have the Ten of Cups, and with the Ten of Cups, I do feel like you're wanting that happiness, that security, that love, that just you just want to be happy. You want to enjoy life. And you want to share it with somebody. For some of you guys, and I feel like you will, but you need to leave these self doubts and these old patterns behind. Like change your ways. And I also feel like you need to get out there. Like if you want somebody, it's time for you to get out there, to make that choice, to put yourself out there, because they're not going to fall down from the sky. They're not going to, you know, they're not going to, just appear out of magic. You gotta do the work also. Okay. But there is definitely somebody out there for you. You do have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is for the past or now. It's definitely talking about having gratitude, being content with what you have, accomplishing the things that you want. And I do feel like it's now, but really have gratitude, okay? Even if it's like the smallest thing, people don't have what we have, or people don't have what you have, and you got to have gratitude for everything. You're finding your confidence also. I feel like you're finding your confidence, and I feel like you really do need that confidence to stand your ground. Okay. You have the Knight of Swords here. And why is the Knight of Swords here for what's hidden? All right, Cancer. So, with the Knight of Swords here, I feel like you really need to slow down on things, like not to rush into anything, like race ahead or rush into decisions, or anything like that. I feel like there could have been something that you found out also, like some kind of news, and you're really like running with it, like, wow, I can't believe that just happened, or I can't believe that I just found that out, like something really quick, something like that is here for somebody. Um, but I do feel like you need to slow down, like try not to rush on things, because you may not be seeing clearly. They're asking you to trust your intuition on this, because you do have the Moon card. The Moon card is clearly talking about your intuition, using it and trying to see so that you can see clearly. And you will, but you need to trust your intuition on things. And I feel like you need to open up that intuition also. Um, because I feel like there's something here that's clouding you. Like maybe you're rushing ahead, like maybe you're just like really rushing into things and you're not really seeing clearly. Um, with the Emperor here, they're asking you to step back into power, to really realize your worth, to really know that you can handle anything that comes your way, no matter what. Even if you can't see clearly, you're still going to be able to handle anything. Okay, so just know that. But really take it easy on, slow down on those decisions that you're trying to make very quickly. You have the Nine of Pentacles here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Nine of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, I do feel like, you are definitely very independent. And you are, Cancer. You have always been very, very independent. And there's not a given that you always have and you always will be. But they want you to be more focused, okay? Because I feel like you're in your emotions a lot right now. They want you to be more focused. They want you to put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. They want you to leave your self-doubts behind. They want you to, even though things are going slowly around you, that still be grateful, be happy about everything that's going on. Like appreciate the little things around you. Just really be grateful. Okay, have gratitude. I feel with the Three of Swords here, I feel like you are definitely going through a healing. I feel like you're in your emotions a lot, feeling a lot, seeing a lot, but I feel like you're going through this huge healing, because it's like almost as if your mind is very cluttered. Like you're not really concentrating like the way you should be. And I feel like you need to really take rest and nurture yourself. that remember that you could only do so much, okay? You can only do so much, but you need to also rest because you are definitely going through a huge healing here. Wow, nice. Okay. So really appreciate everything that's going on. You know, even if it doesn't seem like it's something that you wanted, just still appreciate it. That, you know, it could be 100 times worse. You have the Six of Swords here. And why is the Six of Swords here for Cancer? Wow. Definitely going through a huge healing. And I also feel like you're being very nostalgic with these cards that came out. You have 666 here. So what's crazy about that is that that's a very good number. It's not the double number, so it's like 666. And you clearly see it here. You have the Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. So it's crazy. So with the Six of Swords, really know your value, really know your worth. Okay. I feel like you're definitely going to leave things behind that were not meant for you. I feel like there's been obstacles in your life that are just pushing away and you're leaving them. Like you're not doing the same things like you used to before. You're just like really changing things up and you are leaving a lot of things behind. And I feel like better times are here for you. I feel like there's abundance coming in. I feel like you are wanting to be generous and really give and really and people could be giving to you or you could be giving to somebody, but there's just abundance coming in and you're trying to be generous. You're wanting to be generous. And I also feel like with the Six of Cups that you know, you could be thinking about your childhood memories or just being very nostalgic with everything that's been going on, thinking about the past. And I feel like you're leaving that behind because you are definitely going through this huge healing, but it's like you're moving on to something better. You know, like if you've been feeling down, things are going to get better. So just know that. You do have the Hangman here. And why is the Hangman and what you need to work on? Wow. Okay. So with everybody's been getting the Justice card and you got it also. So with the Hangman here, I do feel that the Hangman is definitely telling you that you really need to look at things differently now. Okay. Really look at things differently, really have patience for everything. Even if it's not something that you want, you know, it's time to see things differently. I feel with the Justice card here that there was some kind of truth maybe that you had to deal with, or you're really seeing the truth. And that's why the Hangman is here, because you're needing to see, you're seeing things differently. And I feel like that's something that you're working on and something that's opening up in you, that you're not seeing things the same way that you used to. And I feel like there was a truth here that you're seeing clearly, that you're seeing, like, even though you've been clouded or you may not be paying attention, you still see the truth. You're still seeing things differently. Okay. And that's still something that you need to work on also, but see things differently, have patience for everything. Okay. That's going on. I do feel like there's new experiences coming in for you. I feel like you just need to have patience. I feel like there's messages coming in also for you. Believe in yourself, okay, and be open to try new things. And remember that everything is in divine timing, no matter what. New opportunities, messages coming in for you. Wow. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Cancer? Wow. Okay. So I feel like there's an offer coming in here, an opportunity. I feel like there's a decision here also. But with the Queen of Pentacles, you start off with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is definitely talking about, you know, you are definitely a multitasker. You know how to do things. You know how to make the resources, but you also need to listen to yourself. You know, give yourself some self-care. Really take your time with everything that you're trying to pursue and create. Okay, really trust the process on things. There is a decision that you're coming to. There's also abundance trying to come in for you, so it's very nice. There's decisions here, an offer coming in, which is very nice. With the Page of Pentacles here, definitely learning something new, financial opportunities coming your way. Feel like you've learned a lot. And you're continuing to learn something long term also is here. So it's very nice. I like that. Opportunities are here, you guys. A lot of opportunities. really have patience for everything and remember that everything's in divine timing, and really stand up for yourself and see the truth and trust your intuition. Okay. All right. So, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.